Hey guys, this is Toby A Games here with a Minecraft tutorial. So today I'm on the PlayStation 4. This is a fully automatic fishing farm. So from this you'll obviously get fish, you can get enchanted books, enchanted bows, enchanted fishing rods. You can get loads and loads of loot from them. This is just the unit running, and I will show you how to build it, and then I will show you what it's like in my world. So here's the unit from the front. I have 3 different steps. Step 1 is the base, or all of the building blocks. Step 2 is the redstone side of the build, and step 3 is the finishing touches. So I'm doing it in 3 steps. You don't actually have to do it in 3 steps, obviously. It can be just one big thing, but I thought I'd do that to make it a bit easier for you to follow. So now I'm going to show you what's needed. You're going to need 4 chests, 15 building blocks, a carpet, 4 hoppers, 4 white stained glass, a cobblestone wall, iron trapdoor, stone pressure plate, and 2 dispensers. For step number 2, you are going to need a tripwire hook, 12 pieces of redstone dust, 1 redstone torch, 4 redstone repeaters, and 1 lever. Optional is item frame, optional raw fish, needed water bucket, needed string, and needed fishing rod. So this is all the bits you're going to need. Take everything out for step number 1 and we'll get building. So for the first step of the build, you want to add a double chest, and then you're going to want to destroy the 2 blocks like so. Add a dispenser facing upwards, a hopper facing into that dispenser with the piece of carpet on top of that hopper. This is just for decorative like feature. You then want to add a dispenser on top of that dispenser facing forwards. This is so the fishing rods shoot out at you. I'll show you that soon. You then want to destroy that block, add a hopper facing into the bottom dispenser, and then add the double chest onto that hopper. You then want to add your glass. I'm using white stained glass, that's just because I like the look of it. You can use any type of glass, but it has to be a glass block so you can open the chests. You can't obviously use normal blocks. I'm sure most of you already know that. So then what you're going to want to do is add a hopper facing into that chest, and then another hopper facing into that hopper. And then what you're going to want to do, that's just so any drops that you get from the fishing will actually go into that hopper. You want to put a stone pressure plate on top of that, a cobblestone wall in front of that, and then you are going to want to put one of your building blocks either side of the cobblestone wall, like so. Once you have done that, you want to add 3 pieces of 3 of your building blocks, like so. And then just destroy the bottom one, and then on top of the bottom building block you want to add your iron trap door, and then that is step number 1 complete. So yes, we'll be moving on to step number 2. So for step number 2, this is the redstone side. It's very simple, so pretty much anyone can do this. So across the top of the second glass block you want to add 3 building blocks with a lever in the middle. You then want to go round to the right hand side, add a building block, and then on top of the block there you want to add a redstone torch. Coming out of that you want redstone dust, and then just below that you want to add a building block with a repeater on it. The repeater should light up, and then you then want to add a building block coming out of the repeater that is set to 3 ticks. On top of that building block you want to add one redstone dust, a redstone dust up there, and then repeat the shape down there. Another building block, redstone dust, and then some more redstone dust. The iron trapdoor is actually wrong, so I'll sort that out in a second. You then want another repeater facing into there. 3 redstone dust along the top, and it should make a clock. To turn it off, you pull the lever. So if you've done it right, it should make a clock. If not, you'll have to go back and watch a tutorial and get it right again. So then beneath the repeater you want to add well, not beneath it, but next to it, you want to add redstone dust. You then want to add a repeater, also set to 3 ticks, a building block, then redstone dust, and you want to punch out the blocks like so. You then want to add a repeater like so, and then you want to add redstone dust and then 2 building blocks like so. I'm then just going to grab some iron to fill the floor back in. This isn't actually necessary, but I'm just doing it for looks, to make it look a bit better. So there we go, all enclosed, and then it should double click. As you can see, it sort of clicks twice and then the trapdoor goes, and the dispenser should also be powering as well. So I'm just going to replace the trapdoor just so you can see what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be on that back block, so it goes up and down like so. So that is actually the redstone side of it done. As you can see, it's very, very simple, and we will be moving on to the next step right now. So step 3, the finishing touches. A lot of this isn't necessary, but it just makes it look better, but some of it is needed. So I'm just going to add some end rods. That's just to light it up. This isn't needed. The item frames on the glass, this again isn't needed. This side is for the loot, so that's why I'm putting the fish on it, and this side is for the fishing rod, so that's why I'm putting the fishing rod on there. And then on the cobblestone wall you need to add water bucket, but I accidentally forgot to put the stone pressure plate and the iron trapdoor in this model, so I'm just going to sort that out and then we will put the water down. So the water shouldn't flow anywhere, it should just stay in that one block, which is obviously handy so it doesn't destroy the redstone. You then want to hook some string onto the tripwire hooks, which will stop the system from running when the fishing rod float goes up. And then that is the system done. It is all finished, ready to test, so you can help yourself AFKing. So just to show you, this is where the loot comes out. You will, I promise you, you will have to extend this into some sort of item, not necessarily item sorting system, but you will need to extend the storage. One other thing I would recommend doing is filling your inventory but one for your fishing rod. This is just so you don't pick any more fishing rods up, and so you don't pick any loot up. So I will show you how the system works in a second. You want to fill this chest up with fishing rods, as many fishing rods as you can, and it will go through the dispenser and it will keep shooting out at you. This part isn't necessary if you have mending, because as you catch items, the fishing rod will it'll pick up the XP and will fix itself. But also as well, the spare fishing rods will go down into the front hopper and then back into the dispenser. So you want to turn the system on using the lever. When I do so, This is all pre-recorded, so it's hard commentating. It's the first time I've ever commentated. And you want to aim for the centre of the trapdoor. Sometimes it doesn't work like it is now, so you need to slowly move it down and then slowly move it back up again. It can be tricky to get hold of, but once you've got the hang of it, it will work really well, and you literally don't have to do anything. So you know it's working when the system stops and the float is at the top. So that is the tutorial done. What I'll do is I'll go into my single player world and I will show you the rewards you can potentially get. There's a lot of them, so I will see you over. So here I am in my single player world. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess at the minute. There's the item storage I am adding. Here's my item storage at the minute. Here's just a few things that I have got from the fishing. So yeah, a lot of stuff, and I've also I usually just block myself in to protect me from mobs. I've got all of these, which are just crazy. Got all of them. I've got another chest there, and I've got another chest full outside, so the loot on them is absolutely crazy. So yeah, last thing is what I recommend doing is obviously turning the system on, getting it just right, and then all I do is blue tack the left trigger down on my controller, and then I leave it running for as long as I want. So I'll probably usually go out or whatever, and it does everything else for me. So that's the tutorial done. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial or next video. See you later.